Shalom, shalom, sisters and brothers. This is Iwazar La Yah. And I, first of all, want to apologize for not getting to you all a lot sooner. I've been super busy with this house, furnishing it, and also just working on various projects. Those who do not know me, I am Assistant Vice President for a major bank in their IT division, global operations. So I'm busy with that. And what I'm doing is actually taking the knowledge that I've learned in my various years of IT training, and I'm trying to transfer it, and I'm coming up with these very good new inventive ideas to help enhance our lives, Israel's lives. So I'm constantly working on that, and I should have something that I think everyone will love and enjoy coming out pretty soon. Okay, so as you're all aware, I bought this home as a single woman, and I wanted to let you all know some of the tricks of the trades that I did. Let's start out with telling my story. This wasn't the first time that I had been approved for a home. I was actually approved several years back, but my income was much lower. And the area, the pricing that I was approved of, the only area that I would have been able to get a home in was, they were undesirable areas. So I waited. Then I got approved for a second home, maybe about 10 years ago. And with that particular house, I don't think I was ready yet. And with this one, the interest rate, when I first started, it was in 2015, the interest rate was 2.85%. And I was engaged at the time, and I was waiting on the person to kind of get his life together so that we can do it together. But unfortunately, that did not happen. So I took on this whole thing as a single woman. I woke up one day and I said, what am I waiting on? My credit was already good. In fact, when I signed the papers to this home, my credit was 755. Okay, so had a good job, making great money. So I'm like, what am I waiting on? I just woke up one day, went to the model home, and I said, this is the house I want. And they had I had to put down $12,000 earnest money, which they were not willing to lower. And I sit there and I watched couples come into the model home area. They loved the area, but they were not able to afford the earnest money. They were trying to get the earnest money lowered, and the builder was not willing to lower it. So I count it as a blessing that I had the funds available to me. So if you are a married couple, it is definitely, if home ownership is something that you're wanting, then it's definitely key that you both work together. Like, it will not work if one person is out spending and the other person is out saving. You'll never get ahead that way. So working together as a couple is definitely going to be the key. But something that it can definitely be accomplished. So I took a little bit of money out of my 401k for my down payment, or my earnest, which they transfer the earnest money to the down payment also. So I took a little bit of money from my 401k and also some stocks that I had, and I applied it a couple of days later to my the purchase of the home. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. That was my daughter. Okay, so I started out like in early 2015, trying to repair my credit. My credit at that time was about 535. And I was having a couple of years prior to that, I had some hard times as far as not income, but I got laid off of my job. So I had like a repossession on that credit report also. And I remember my brother telling me, because I was pretty upset, because I was already working towards getting a home, and then here I was knocked back down. So I remember, me being a little distraught and me saying to my brother, I'm never going to get home. I got this repossession on my credit now. What am I going to do? And he was saying, you know what we're going to do? We are going to work around it. And so that's what I started to do. I started to fix my credit up, and then we kind of worked around it. I built my credit around that repossession. When the time came, I had that, once it was moved over to collections, I actually had it deleted off of my credit report. So I was very, very grateful that they went ahead and deleted that. So, my credit score went up from the 535 to a 755 by the time I bought this home. My home was, my credit score was 755. So it took a lot of hard work, patience. It definitely did take some patience. I got the little, secured credit cards. At first, I started out with that. I put $1,000 on that. And, over time, I started to build my credit, and then I started to be approved for other credit cards. And it's all a game. Now I got like $35,000 in various credit cards, Bank of America has approved me for like almost 17,000, one for 10, and one for 7. So, and various other banks. But, I'm very, very meticulous about my spending habits and not being over my limit, or, maybe I might spend maybe 1% every month on each of the cards that I have, just because you have to use them, or they will cancel it. So I may pay a bill and then take that money, because I already have the money, and then repay the credit card with it. And so that's kind of what I do. And so my credit score has constantly moved up because of that. So I'm pretty meticulous now when it comes to my credit and making sure, things are paid on time, making sure that, whatever I pay hits my credit report. And if I ever wanted to spend a little bit more, I wait until it actually hits my credit. Then I might spend a little bit. And I kind of do that. But I never go over my limit or outside my means. I am no longer 23 years old, so that's something that I think we all learned that when we were kids. At least I hope we did. So, let me see, what else?